This pitching prospect takes the mound for his evaluation and gets some last-minute words of encouragement from the session catcher. Done for the day and heading back to the locker room, this player is met by one of the scouts in attendance, who reminds him that he's still got one more chance to make an impression on the big league buyers. Everyone has a personality, even a ball player. That personality influences how they respond to their teammates and their coaches.
It's time for baseball here on The Show. Today we get the ball rolling with an intriguing matchup on day one between the prospects from the West region and the prospects from the Central region. John Johnson, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy has a three-pitch mix, and he needs all three of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
Standing in, Bruno Perez. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The shortstop, Bruno Perez.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
0-1. First pitch, 105.
Hit hard down the line, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Our game time temperature here to start play, a balmy 86 degrees at first pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon.
Well, he definitely crossed him up, leaving him to watch helplessly as strike 3 was called. Any pitcher that can rack up a K against this strong talent is a pitcher that's going to have a job for a long time. We'll see if he can post some more Ks before he's done here.
Into the box now, David McDonald.
David.
As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. A ball and a strike. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
When a guy's featuring big time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off speed stuff, but you gotta be ready for the heater.
Here now the 2-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Popped him up. McDonald moving to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out. Stepping into the box, Lloyd Goodwin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Only 1 strike away from throwing a very strong first inning to begin the ball game. He looks sharp.
2 out, nobody on. Hard hit toward the hole. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single. So now 4-hole hitter Tyrell Montoya, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 count, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Goodwin is off at first with 2 away. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fouled away. Here's another 1-2. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time, but foul.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Young is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no error. Digging in, Alejandro Santiago, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick second inning. This pitch is popped up, and this is taken in for out number 1. Digging in now, Pablo Guerra. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Pablo Guerra.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Line down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That's a nice job right there, sitting him down with style. Speaking of which, style points might not matter in regular games, but in a showcase, anything that could put a shine on your performance can do nothing but improve your chances in the draft, and that's just what that K did for him.
Into the box, Elton Gustafson.
Elton.
As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Josh Kell. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Kell.
And that's dead center for strike 1. Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1.
1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And he fouls this one off. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Is in there. A called strike 3.
And that's just an excellent job of attacking the batter the entire at bat right there, eventually finishing him off for the strikeout. I don't care what he does the rest of this showcase. He just shows he knows how to mix his pitches, keep hitters off balance, and finish him when he has the chance. Good stuff.
Standing in now, Thomas Kelton.
Thomas.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Third inning, no score to this point. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But this will land untouched. And that's taken for a called strike two.
1 and 2 the count.
Just hung in there on that one. Fouled off. Bases are empty, one man out. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
One thing to take note of is how these last two batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
At the plate, Bruno Perez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Leandro Mora gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
For the Central, number 6.
3-0 the final score in this one today. The Central used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. John Gutierrez is credited with the win. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
For the Central, 3 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. One game for each team is in the books, and now it's on to day 2, and we've got a good matchup ahead between the prospects from the Central region and the prospects representing the East. Jay Simon out of the state of Arkansas. So digging in now, Damian Tata. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Damian.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Set to deliver the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Tumalo gloves it, and the inning begins with a quick out number 1. At the plate, Steven Fernandez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for
Hernandez.
strike one. Johnson isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
Ready with another 0-2. Reached for and popped into the air back behind second. Tumalo takes charge out there and he stays with it for the second out. So striding in, Ricky Rice as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-2. Still 1-2. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Vargas onto the grass. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Leading off the inning, Chris Orlowski, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Chris Orlowski.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And it's 1-2.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
2-2 the count. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
Well, he definitely crossed him up, leaving him to watch helplessly as strike three was called. Any pitcher that can rack up a K against this strong talent is a pitcher that's going to have a job for a long time. We'll see if he can post some more Ks before he's done here.
Stepping in now, Daryl Trahern. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, I'm not sure he was trying to claim the inside part of the plate, or that pitch just got away from him. Regardless, in the Topps Amateur Showcase, the scouts want to see a pitcher who's consistent, has good command, and doesn't dig himself into holes. We'll see if he can work around that here.
Lifted into center field. Young moves over, and that's the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, Henry Nunez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The catcher.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Nunez.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Trahern, the runner at first with two gone. 1-2 now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one man left on base. Leading off the inning, Eric Lemon, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The center fielder.
Popped him up.
Eric
McDonald has a play. He's got it one away. Now batting, Sean Ramey.
Batting ninth, the left fielder.
And here's a ball hit in the air.
Ramey.
And no one will track it down. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Young waits on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Striding in, Damian Tata. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Popped straight up. But this will land untouched. Bases are empty here with two men out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. On a big swing, and he crushes this ball deep. My goodness, a long home run.
Well, a pitcher is never really happy to give up a long ball, but at least it's a solo shot. Most pitchers can overcome a solo home run, but he's got to make sure he stops the bleeding right here. It's about damage control at this point.
And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. First pitch on its way.
Third baseman.
Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball one. Fernandez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Grounded to short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits.
Your attention, please.
Leandro Mora is ready, and he'll... This one comes to a close today at an 8-6 final. The Central Prospects came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Art Murphy earns the victory on the mound. Pablo Hernandez allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
For the Central, 8 runs on 13.
With nothing left to do but await his fate, this young hopeful receives a check-in from his former high school coach, who's been acting as his advisor through the process.
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. The first pick is officially on the clock. With the first pick, the Baltimore Orioles select Victor Caruso, a relief pitcher from the West region. With the second pick, the Kansas City Royals select Danny Springer, a closing pitcher from the West region. With the third pick, the Chicago White Sox select Ryan Shatner, a starting pitcher from the West region. With the fourth pick, the Miami Marlins select Kevin Wilson, a starting pitcher from the West region. With the fifth pick, the Detroit Tigers select Daryl Morcaldi, a relief pitcher from the West region. With the sixth pick, the San Diego Padres select Howard Overmeyer, a starting pitcher from the West region. With the seventh pick, the Texas Rangers select Josh Kell, a third baseman from the West region. With the eighth pick, the Cincinnati Reds select Lloyd Goodwin, a center fielder from the West region. With the ninth pick, the Toronto Blue Jays select Thomas Kelton, a first baseman from the West region. With the 10th pick, the San Francisco Giants select Alejandro Santiago, a right fielder from the West Region. With the 11th pick, the New York Mets select Tyrell Montoya, a right fielder from the West Region. With the 12th pick, the Minnesota Twins select Andres Delgado, a starting pitcher from the West Region. With the 13th pick, the Los Angeles Angels select Leo Torres, a right fielder from the Central Region. With the 14th pick, the Philadelphia Phillies select Juan Abreu, a right fielder from the Central Region. With the 15th pick, the Washington Nationals select Mike Pulse, a center fielder from the West Region. With the 16th pick, the Arizona Diamondbacks select Ken Rodriguez, a second baseman from the West Region. With the 17th pick, the Pittsburgh Pirates select John Gutierrez, a closing pitcher from the Central Region. With the 18th pick, the St. Louis Cardinals select Leonardo Gonzalez, a relief pitcher from the West Region. With the 19th pick, the Seattle Mariners select Felipe Pena, a closing pitcher from the East Region. With the 20th pick, the Tampa Bay Rays select David McDonald, a left fielder from the West Region. With the 21st pick, the Atlanta Braves select Marlon Brennan, a third baseman from the Central Region. With the 22nd pick, the Colorado Rockies select Steven Fernandez, a first baseman from the East Region. With the 23rd pick, the Cleveland Indians select Billy J., a relief pitcher from the West Region. With the 24th pick, the Los Angeles Dodgers select Chad Doran, a first baseman from the Central Region. With the 25th pick, the Chicago Cubs select John Johnson, a starting pitcher from the Central Region.
After a long and lonely first 2 days of the MLB draft, this player's wait is finally over. While being selected is a major milestone, new draftees still face long odds of ever making it to the big leagues. After impressively finishing out his draft year in a development league, this prospect has been sent to open the following season with a Double-A club. This new player meets his Double-A coach for the first time and receives some sagely advice about what it takes to be successful outside of the gym or field.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the
And
air
now,
on the
please
show.
welcome
Coming up, we've got a good
your
matchup in store between the
Tennessee
Mississippi
Smokies
Braves and the Tennessee Smokies. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. John Johnson, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Stepping up to the plate, Adrian Rowley. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Adrian Rowley.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Johnson isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
Again, he sends it out of play.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And there's your first out of the inning. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Bruce Graham. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Hit out towards second. And there are two away now. So stepping in, Johnny Garcia. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. In there, and it's even at one.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with two men out. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to cap it. Into the box, Wesley bats, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. No balls and a strike to count. Fouled away. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Popped up. Clemens in foul ground. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Eloy Saucedo.
The shortstop.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Saucedo.
He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Count 0-2.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Still a ball and 2 strikes. No score here as we play inning number 2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Now at the plate, Alejandro Mortero. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Coming to the plate now, Garrett Turner. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Garrett.
Here it
Turner.
comes. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Batting 9.
Into the box
The
now,
pitcher,
Julio Uribe. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Third inning, no score to this point. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Count still at 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. But this will land untouched.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Julio Uribe is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
The center fielder, Adrian Rowley.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed, 0-1.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Behind 0-2 now. Pitch on the way. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Next to hit will be the pitcher, John Johnson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Johnson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Grounder down the line at third. Garcia is there. And safe at first on a bang-bang play, as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
You know, D-Row, it's not very often that pitchers are able to get some base hits. Even though that's an infield knock, he'll take that every day of the week.
Are you kidding me? From a defensive standpoint, this is rock bottom. I mean, the pitcher is beating out infield singles. What else is next?
Stepping in, Miguel Arroyo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back. Ready on 1 and 2. Yanked on the ground down the line. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank, because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Digging in to try it again, John Frederick. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Graham is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Settling in now, Ken Atkinson. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third.
Atkinson
holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Mark Segunas. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. Grounded to first. Scooped up. And he'll take it to the bag himself. And a great job of pitching out of the bases loaded situation as the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left stranded.
Leading
first pitch of the at-bat.
The left fielder, Bruce.
In there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Segunas is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out. Striding into the box, Johnny Garcia. He reached on a single in his first try. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Hit back up the middle. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Dan Farr. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Drilled right back up the middle. Can he get up and make the play? Yes, he can, as he gets a little help over there at the first base bag, and that will end the inning. Now to the plate, the pitcher, John Johnson. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Miguel Arroyo. He singled his last time up.
Arroyo.
Throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 4 full. The Smokies are on top 2-0. Now at the plate, Wesley Batts. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB. That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in a wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
The shortstop, Eloy.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation. So making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Alejandro Mortero. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Mortero.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that's in there. Base hit. Now at the plate, Garrett Turner.
Now batting. The right
swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Turner.
And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes.
Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one. He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Into the box, Julio Uribe as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. First time up, he went down looking. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more Monday Night Baseball. Follow. Now to the plate, Adrian Rowley. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So striding forward now, Bruce Graham. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Graham.
Here's the first pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Throw in time at first for out number 2. Standing in, Johnny
Now batting.
Garcia. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Johnny.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one? Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I tell you what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number. Leading off the inning, Wesley bats as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. And he popped him up. Nunez into shallow center. He's there and records the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eloy Saucedo.
Eloy.
And that's in there for strike 1. And it's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Stepping in now, Alejandro Mortero.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate. Good command of the off-speed pitches. Very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Smokies are on top 2-0. Mickey Aiken is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Mickey.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with a victory and look on to the next one.
4-0 the score tonight. Tennessee took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. John Johnson earns his first win of the season as he struck out 13 in this one. Julio Uribe pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Smokies. 4 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game.
A minor league pitching coach offers advice to a new member of his staff.
It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. Ought to be a good one here between the Tennessee Smokies and the Birmingham Barons. Birmingham find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Bob Vento gets the call in Game 5. Coming to the plate now, Kevin Castro. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder, Kevin Castro.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball one. Dan Dero, as we take a look at our visiting club as they take the field in this scoreless ball game. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Popped up. Clemens has room in foul territory, and that's the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Juan Palmeiro. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Right there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Aiken on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Geraldo Valdez. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Leading off the inning, John Wimberly, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. On the ground near home. That winds up foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one's down to third. Frederick over to his left. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Now in the box, Walter Koo. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Walter.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Set to get his day started, Vinny Campos. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Count even now at 1-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Hit out towards second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Matt
Leading
Perez.
off for the
And
Barons,
they'll need him to get something
left
going
fielder.
here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys
Batting
to start driving in some runs.
The center fielder, Ozzie
Popped him up.
Marte.
Frederick is there. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Stepping in, Kevin Castro. His
The right
last
fielder,
at-bat
number
didn't go his
60.
way as he popped out in
Kevin
foul territory.
Castro.
To his left, Arroyo on to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A three-pitch inning. And stepping into the box, Juan
up for the
Palmeiro. He
Barons,
flew out in his
The
last at-bat.
shortstop, Juan
Line toward the gap in left center.
Palmeiro.
And that's a base hit, 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
On to first, and they get the double play. So here's the cleanup hitter, John Wimberly. No one on base
The first
for him
baseman.
after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball lead.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. At the plate, Walter Koo. He leads off in the bottom of the
Leading
fifth
off
as they
for
look
the
to break
Barons,
through on the scoreboard
the
for the
catcher,
first time in this one.
Walter.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Standing in now, Vinny Campos. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Hit out towards second. Arroyo takes it in. Throw gets him, 2 down. In now, Arturo Quiñones.
Now batting, second baseman,
Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Quiñones.
2 quick outs in this inning so far, and his pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 5 innings complete. The Smokies lead it 5-0. Leading off the inning, Matt Perez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Aiken is there. And that's the first out of the inning. Digging in, Ozzie Marte. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
25.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 the count. Fastball just inside. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. The 2-2. is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Kevin Castro.
The right fielder, number 60.
As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
2 strikes.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Atkinson has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 7th inning coming up. The Smokies are on top, 5-0. Ready once again, Juan Palmeiro. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Striding forward now is the DH, Geraldo Valdez. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
He froze him on the fastball there. Geraldo Valdez becomes the 2nd out of the bottom of the 7th. Ready for another shot now. John Wimberly, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
John Wimberly.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 8th inning coming up. The Smokies lead it 5-0. Striding in once again, Walter Koo. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Still 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Into the box, Vinny Campos.
Number 7. Vinny.
As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Atkinson sprinting after it. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Digging in, Arturo Quiñones, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Baseman.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. 2 out, nobody on. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. 9th inning coming up. The Smokies are on top 5-0. Coming to the plate now, Matt Perez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Liner toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Castro. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, and they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count remains 2-2. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and they make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
A 7-0 shutout final today. Tennessee took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. John Johnson takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. Bob Vento couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
No errors. They left 16 men on base.
player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
The Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Jackson Generals and the Tennessee Smokies. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. John Johnson, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Boy, was he super good in his last one, a complete game shutout, a true gem. He certainly would like to repeat that performance here.
Now at the plate, Barry Gatlin, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The third baseman, Barry Gatlin.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Guys, we take a look at the home nine as they take the field tonight. They come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
And now a slider is swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Into the box now, Ildemaro Vargas.
The second baseman.
As he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees, it's strike one. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Angelo Gutierrez.
First offering on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Weak grounder down the line at third. And a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. Heading out towards shallow right. Zagunis has a read on it, and that's the third out. So not much happening here in the top half. Ready now, Rafael Hernandez, and he's really swinging a hot bat in the series, to say the least. 10 RBIs on 4 base hits. The windup and the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Stepping in now, Abraham Almonte.
The left fielder, Abraham.
He pops him up toward the left side of the infield, and he'll squeeze this one for the second out. Stepping up now, Roger Fontenot. He brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play.
Roger Fontenot.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Leading off the inning, Michael Clark, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Michael Clark.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Smoked on the ground, left side. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So coming to the plate, Aaron DiMaggio. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So here now's the pitcher, Brian Leach, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Leach.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. Into the box now, John Johnson. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Johnson.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Standing in, Barry Gatlin. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Barry.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that's ball 3 now, as it just misses below the zone.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Barry Gatlin goes down to become the first out here in the 4th. Standing in now, Ildemaro Vargas.
The second baseman.
As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Now batting, the right fielder, Angelo Gutierrez.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. The windup and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up, and it says 0-2.
Clemens over to his right, but it's the pitcher that makes the play. And the inning is over. Can't start any better than this. He's ready for another chance. John Johnson. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. He's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rafael Hernandez. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count, find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
And that misses, ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. The 1-2. Squared that one up just a little late. The right. Foul. He'll try again, 1-2. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Abraham Almonte becomes the 2nd out here in inning number 5. Pitch popped up. Johnson is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 15 up, 15. Stepping into the box, Michael Clark comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Popped straight up. Acosta in foul ground, but this will land untouched. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Now batting, catcher.
First offering on its way.
DiMaggio.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And look out as that one ran in and got him. Felipe Castilla will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
For Jackson.
And he popped him up. Nunez ranging into the outfield. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Digging in once again, Barry Gatlin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB. I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. So no runs here, no base hit. Digging in now, John Johnson.
The pitcher, John Johnson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Gutierrez will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Ildemaro Vargas. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the right fielder.
A bouncer to the left side. He's got to hurry. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. At the plate, Rafael Hernandez, who struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Nunez is right there on to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning, and just like that, the side is leading off the inning, Abraham Almonte, and they'll need him to get something going here.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Roger Fontenot comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Hopped up. Clemens shading to his right, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Digging in, Michael Clark. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So he's now through 8 full innings and will take his no-hit bid into the 9th. At the plate, Aaron DiMaggio. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
And this will be fouled away. Hit hard to short. Oh, and the no-hitter is erased here in the 9th. So he made it through 8 full innings, which is no small feat, let me tell you. But the no-hit bid will end right here as he surrenders hit number 1 here in inning number 9. Doggone, I was hoping we were going to see it that time. Todd Johnson takes the ball now in inning number 9.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Smokies took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. John Johnson wins his third of the season, allowing only a single hit across 8 full innings. Todd Johnson closes the door for the save, his third of the campaign. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Smokies, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 14 men on base. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and...
A coach clues in a new team member on available resources.
The game's future stars are on
And
display
now,
as minor league
welcome
baseball comes your way on the show.
Tennessee
Today we've got a good
Smokies.
matchup in store between the Chattanooga Lookouts and the Tennessee Smokies. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. John Johnson has the ball for the 5th game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
It's pretty easy to see why this guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. He has a ridiculously good whip. How about under .5 on the season? Do you have any idea how hard that is to do that? He's nearly impossible to reach base on. He doesn't walk hardly anybody, and he's awfully tough to get a hit off of. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
Here comes the first pitch. In there at the letters 0-1. Guys, you take a look at the home nine as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
Behind 0-2 now. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Into the box, Chris Millar.
The right fielder, Chris.
As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 1 home run and a dozen RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Called strike 0-2.
The count 0-2. Ball.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Aiken is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So digging in now, Geraldo Arias. He's looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games coming in.
Arias.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled off. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his bat and gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one. Because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. So striding in, Nicholas McDermott. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Nicholas McDermott goes down to become the first out here in the second inning. In now, Pete Blanco.
The shortstop. Pete.
As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. The batting average down in the low 210s. No home runs yet in this first month, and 5 driven in. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery. In the air, down the line in left. And they can't run it down. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit hard to the right, but foul. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Into the box now, Felix Juarez. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Into the corner and slicing foul. 2 out, nobody on. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He could
swing, high drive, left field and deep. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
I'll tell you, he looked like he was on cruise control, striking out the first 2 batters. But if this game teaches you anything, it's that you can never take an out for granted. Exhibit A, a homer.
Freddie Escalona stands in as he looks at a called strike. The first baseline. Clemens scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Striding in, Jamal Campbell with 10 runs batted in on 5 hits in the series. He's a guy to keep an eye on in this one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit high and deep out to left. Aiken ranging back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall, and he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. Stepping up to the plate, David Aiken. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
David.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. Acosta is up with it. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
The right fielder, number 12, Chris.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that locate.
Line to shortstop. He's there to make the play, and that ends the inning. The pitcher, John Johnson, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Hit the other way out toward right field. Millar giving chase. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
Off the bat, it looked like that might bring their first run of the game across. But those hopes ended quickly when it hopped over the wall. Everyone gets 2 bases on a ground rule double, so the runner from first is forced to stay at third, and the next guy is going to have to be the one to put them on the board.
Popped him up. Campbell over to his left, and that's the first out of the inning. So stepping in, John Frederick, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Into the box, Ken Atkinson. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be up.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Now at the plate, Geraldo Arias. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Frederick backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Nicholas.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Fly ball out toward left center field. Atkinson is in.